I'm back. Sorry about that last video. That was very abrupt. So here is my, like, I don't know, top picks for characters that need to appear in Crisis on Infinite Earths. There are going to be 3 sections, maybe. At least 2 sections. I'll list them here. Characters who should and easily could, and characters that I want that don't necessarily need to be there but would be awesome and that I don't think will happen. So here's section 1. I think that section 1, push those sections over. Section 1 are going to be characters that we know are going to be there. So here's section 1. Heatwave will most likely be there. Captain Cold might. No, we'll leave him for the next section. Heatwave. Heatwave, man. Oliver, Kara, Batwoman. Team Arrow, Team Legends, Team Flash, and not Team Legends, the Legends, and everyone at the DEO probably. Like, dude, so Martian Manhunter has not been in a crossover, like a real crossover. He was in the musical one. Let's forget that happened. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, admittedly, but it didn't happen. Okay. But then Mon-El, he better appear in that. What happened to Mon-El anyways? He just poofed. And then Wynn never returned like he was supposed to. Like, the absence of Wynn and Mon-El would be fine. If those two appeared on Krypton, the show, and started fighting Brainiac, that would be awesome. Just I was gonna try to work in a surprise mechanics joke, but I can't fit it in anywhere. Anyways, but Mon-El, Wynn, they should definitely appear in the crossover. And then no, hold on. And then basically I think the Legion should pop up. Brainy would be easy. Brainy is already on the show. By Brainy I mean Brainiac 5. And then our second segment, characters that should appear. Brainiac, that would be awesome. Okay, no, we're gonna save Brainiac for the next section. I'm sorry, guys, this is so unorganized. I don't script my videos, and I think I'm gonna start considering it. So for our next section, or for this section, the Reverse Flash. He's supposed to be there, I think. He's referenced in the newspaper. And Tom Cavanaugh should be able to be there since he's a regular on the show. He has played several characters, probably the most out of anyone, but whatever. And if not, I don't know how hard Matt Letcher would be. But what are you looking at me for? Okay, Reverse Flash, be really awesome. Lex Luthor. The Monitor is doing something with Lex Luthor. If it isn't resurrecting him, I don't know what it is. Because Lena just shot that dude, gave him a bang bang. But, Red Death would be really cool. I think that's actually almost guaranteed, actually. So that's why he's not in the next section. Then there's I guess we'll list Mon-El and Martian Manhunter again. Maybe Imra, but I think she died. I don't know, it's been a while. Win, yeah, let's put him back on there, Brainy. And then Nora would be really cool. She died. She deaded though. Well, rather she didn't die. She never existed. Zari. Oh, and Zari is going to be tied to our next section because Zari got erased from the timeline. At least the way we knew her. She has been replaced with her brother, which I guess that's neat, but that doesn't make any sense. If I remember correctly, the only reason Zari is with the Legends is because her brother died. I don't think they killed off Zari. So how did her brother get there? Anyway, Vixen, they have the actress for Vixen on there, and I hate Charlie. Like, I'm being serious. Like, I don't hate any other character in the ArrowVerse. I like all the villains, I like all the heroes, I like some of the other guys that can't really be labeled as such. Felicity Smoak, I like that character. But Charlie and Mona, damn, are you guys annoying. The only two characters in the whole ArrowVerse that I hate. Oh, well, and Nate's dad. But, okay, I guess I don't like Felicity's mother in the slightest, but, okay. So there are a few other characters. But, damn, dude, Mona and Charlie take the piss out of the whole show, man. Like, just, If they're written better. I mean, I don't really feel bad for not liking Charlie because the actor the actress wouldn't go anywhere since I find that character annoying. But I mean, Mona, I think the actress is trying. I couldn't say that for some reason. Actress is trying, but her stuff is not written really well. She's annoying. Like, damn. I think just about every complaint anyone's ever had for Felicity can be applied to her. I mean, maybe not the personality stuff, but yeah, I'm guessing that those two are going to appear in there, but bring back Vixen, dude. That's the other one, is Mari McCabe would be really cool, too. I kind of got baited. I was watching Legends earlier, one of the other seasons, and I'm like, what episode was it? Dude. I don't know, I'll have to go pull it up on Netflix again. But I got baited so hard. Like, Kid Flash is just looking at the news and it's like, it's your granddaughter. She got hurt. But doesn't she? And then Kid Flash he's like, but doesn't she have powers though? And then he gives like a Jim looks at the camera kind of thing. Just kind of like, and I'm just like, dude, his powers are gonna make fire any less dangerous. And then Simba, why? And then you see Kawasa and their dad, maybe. I know it's Mari's dad, and I'm like, oh, okay. When are we going to see the actual Vixen? Or the present day Vixen? And I'm like, waiting. And I'm like, oh. You had to have known I would want to see that character back. And you baited me. Because really that story served no purpose, so it was just bait. Like, I'm going to rewatch the marketing for that episode, and if they're like, ooh, but Vixen is injured. And no, not that Vixen. And it's like, It's going to be a Vixen episode. Neither Vixen got their spotlight. Oh, that's the other character. Kid Flash, he should be there. I used to consider him part of Team Flash, which is probably why I forgot about it. But he was supposed to get a 2-parter this season, season 5, I mean. And just all like, I was waiting for it. I was really looking forward to it from the minute they announced it. He's like, oh, it's getting a 2-parter. And so I'm waiting. And I'm like, we're on the semi-season finale had just come, or like, the semi-finale had like almost aired, the penultimate episode. And I was like, ooh, we gonna get some Kid Flash. And I'm like, oh, okay, well maybe they're just gonna have Kid Flash's arc in the next episode. So then the finale came out and I'm like, okay. I was waiting for it. Why can't Kid Flash just go back to being a regular? They had never done anything noteworthy with that character. It took him like a season and a half to become Kid Flash, and we got baited in the Flashpoint episode with that. And I'm just like, okay. Like, in fact, I was driving my friend nuts with like, but how does Wally West get his powers? And because that was when the character was just introduced, and I just kept saying that, and it became like a joke around the house. And then I'm like, when you got zapped with the same thing that gave Jesse your powers, I was like, and then nothing happened. And I'm like, and then Flashpoint, and then not Flashpoint, and it took so long, like a season and a half, for him to get his powers. And then even after he gets his powers, the next season, he just leaves because no one noticed he was there, or noticed he was missing for a second. They would have figured it out eventually. And he just leaves, and then he joins the Legends, and then he comes back for like 2 episodes maybe, I think, this season. And just... then he disappears again. He better be in Legends. Oh, and he was never in any of the crossovers except... well, he had cameos, basically. Which is unfortunate, because the closest him and Oliver ever got to interacting was when he got knocked out by Supergirl. And then Oliver picked him up and hid him somewhere, so that way he wouldn't get injured by the rest of the team during Invasion. And then in Crisis on Infinite... or on Earth X, one of the best scenes was at the beginning during the wedding, and he's just catching all those bullets. The good way, not the Quicksilver way. And so, just like, okay. We need to be safe. You get Cecile and yourself out of the town. And whatever. So some bullshit. Then on the third section, characters that would be really cool. Batman, he'd be awesome. Not even gonna say anymore. You know that would be awesome. Don't even try to fight me on this. Everyone being like, oh well, Batman, he shouldn't be in the ArrowVerse ever. No, don't try to fight me on that. He'd be awesome. He'd be awesome. I mean, friggin' the guy from Twilight is the new Batman. Yeah, he has potential, but the guy from Twilight is Batman. If he ends up sucking, wouldn't it be great to have an ArrowVerse Batman? I mean, we had a Batman TV show recently, and maybe you've heard of it. It's called Gotham. No one watched it. So maybe you haven't heard of it. The last season was freaking ridiculous and the stupidest thing ever. But, the final episode made it all worth it when we had Batman. He was cool. Underutilized for sure, but cool. He's cool. A Batman TV show that only gets Batman in the final episode. He was cool. Then Batman in the Arrowverse would be awesome. Don't try to fight me on that. Earlier I said that all I was going to say was that Batman should be in the crossover, and I've already said way more than that. Don't try to fight me on that. Red Hood would be really cool. He wasn't in that original event, but he was in a tie-in. And Red Hood would not be as cool as Batman, and if you don't have Batman, why have Red Hood? The Joker would be really cool. I'm going to stop listing Batman stuff now, because then I'm just going to go on for forever. Deathstroke, did I mention him already? I don't think so. The reason I think he should be in this section is because Deathstroke had, like, Warner Brothers is just, like, no. When it came to him in the Arrowverse. I was like, he was one of the biggest things in season 2. No, he was one of the biggest things in season 1. Then he was the biggest thing in season 2. And then he had a cameo in season 3. Basically a cameo. Then he was gone for a while. Then he came back in season 6 with a 2-parter, which were the best 2 episodes in... No, they really weren't, but they were really good episodes. Some of the best episodes, but they were not the best episodes. The shows have only gotten better since season 5, in my opinion, with a few rough spots, of course. But then season 7. It was after the Deathstroke 2-parter when they're like, "Yo, Deathstroke's getting his own TV show." When Warner Bros. Is like, what are you talking about? We just put him in Justice League. Even though these characters look nothing alike and act nothing alike and are played by 2 different actors, and one's in a movie and one's in a TV show, people are going to mix those 2 up. So we're going to get rid of him. He's not. You're not allowed to use him. We're allowed to have him in a cameo and then not use him ever again. And you're not allowed to have him anymore. We're going to take your toys and then we're going to smash them. It's the same thing right there. Instead of sharing toys, you took them and you smashed them. If you can't have them yourself, you can't have them at all, apparently. Yeah. And then, wait, does Deathstroke count as a Batman character? If so, my apologies. Hawkman and Hawkgirl, I don't know if the rights are still theirs, because I would have thought that they would have used him by now. Vandal Savage, he would be really cool. I know he's still able to be part of the universe, because Vandal Savage actually showed up in a pretty funny cameo in Legends. It was just ridiculous, but I loved it. When I saw him, I was like, this is awesome. And then he's like, I don't even remember what me and Ray were fighting about. And, ooh, I've never seen Snowflake snarl. But Vandal is like, I don't even know what me and Ray were fighting about. And Ray was like, your inability to take a hint and your inability to deal with rejection caused you to be a maniac. And then you killed my friend's family. So you know that there's that. And then Savage is like, oh yeah, I almost forgot. It was pretty funny. I'm not doing it justice at all, but Vandal Savage would be really cool for the crossover. Casper something, I think his name is. He's a really good actor in my opinion. No one seems to think so. Justice for Casper. I don't even know if that's his actual name, so oops. I think it's his last name actually. I don't know. Superman needs to be in that crossover. No doubt about it. Oliver Queen needs to go to Smallville and just recruit the crap out of him. Just like send multiversal messages, just spamming him with invites to the party, even though he already said no. Just get him to join that party. Just go on to the Xbox Live menu, go to invite party, and just keep tapping that button. That sounded like something else. Oops. Just keep sending him that invite. Just I scared Dexter. But yeah, just keep sending Superman those invites. They'll come up eventually. Black Lightning needs to be in there. The creators are adamant though that Black Lightning will never join the Arrowverse. And like Eric's Reloaded said, if Black Lightning does not show up in Crisis on Infinite Earths, he's just not part of that universe. So yeah. He better pop up in that crossover. There was a leaked Russian poster that actually showed him on it. It was an old render, obviously, but it was still a render, and it was still an official poster, supposedly. It might have been faked, but supposedly it's a real poster. So Black Lightning, that'd be really cool. However, if instead of putting Black Lightning on there and they put Batman on there, I would have called some massive bullshit right there. It's just like, nope, stop, halt. But yeah. Man, Batman is just taking over everything right now in my head. Just needs more Batman. Sending those invites. Clicking those buttons over there. I need to get an actual controller over here next time I'm doing one of those jokes. So just holy shit. Did you guys see that? I knew shit was escalating, but damn. Okay. Red Death is going to be in this section too. And I guess this is a Batman character because I am specifically talking about the Dark Knight's Metal version. I do not want anything else out of Red Death. I'm going to be massively disappointed if they bring him in and it's not there. Like, I'm fine with them just not having him. But if they bring in Red Death and it's not Batman, I'm just going to be like, why? Or what? I guess I do it with this. But yeah. I guess I only have time to mention one more guy, because I spent so much time talking about Batman and Kid Flash. If I only have time to bring in one more guy, let's talk about... Yes, this is the one. This is the one. I talked about Zari earlier. In the comics, her name is Zari Tomaz. Her name is that in Legends too, but she goes by Isis, and she is the wife of Black Adam. Now, her brother is on Legends because she never joined because of timeline alterations. So maybe she is now the wife of Black Adam, Isis. And maybe Black Adam could be in the ArrowVerse, man. If in next season of Legends of Tomorrow they reference Black Adam but they don't have him, I'm just going to be like, why did you do this anyways? This was pointless. You could be like, you could just be like, oh yeah, I got married to some Adam guy or whatever. And I'm going to be like, this was a severe waste of my time. Oops, my hair. I need to get this cut anyways. But yeah, I'm just going to be like, what was the point? This changes nothing character-wise. But anyways, yeah. Basically, Black Adam, he would be really cool. I doubt they're going to get The Rock, but any guy they get would be really cool. If as long as they have Black Adam and Shazam. Now that I think about it, I don't really want Black Adam without Shazam. But I'll take him, just like with Injustice 2. Didn't want it, but I'll take it. Yeah, I guess I really don't have anywhere else to go with this.